Hi, everyone. We are live, I think. Hi. So I'm hoping everyone has found us okay. And it looks like the stream is deleted. Oh, there we go. All right. Looks like I'm having problems with Facebook, but hello, Betty. Hi, Missouri. It's kind of dinner time for you, or a little past, actually, isn't it? I'm originally from Ohio, so nice to see you. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I think there's a little malfunction with my Facebook one, but we'll figure it out later, next time. So today we're going to do things a little differently. If you were on my last live, you know that was A, on a Sunday morning. B, I didn't cook anything. And I thought, hey, you know what? If we're doing these, I should be cooking something. So here today we're cooking with, of course, the beautiful, oh man, Ayocote Medianoche. I'm going to do this here. We're cooking with the Medianoche today, which was in the heirloom bean and grain box this month. Oh my gosh, what a great box. So exciting. We so sold out. And I know I've got a couple people still waiting on their boxes. And we're getting them to you. Promise. Okay. So look for an email from us, tomorrow. We've been emailing, but yes, we've had a couple things. So we are getting you your boxes. But if you haven't gotten your box, look forward to this. If you have, here's what I'm cooking with it. So Ayocote Medianoche, so delicious. The millet, excuse my open package, because of course I've been cooking with mine. Really great, surprising grain I had not cooked with before, and I'm really enjoying in salads and a whole bunch of stuff. And of course, the black tepary bean from Ramona Farms, indigenous grown and owned. Really amazing superfood. This guy's great. You're going to love it in everything. So that is the club. If you are new to the club, by the way, make sure you get your flyer out and you go to, there's a little QR code here. Scan that and go in, and it'll take you to our blog post, which will show you more recipes and all about what's in the ingredients in your club, and you'll read about the farms and all that wonderful stuff. So it's really great to do. I'm going to turn this heat down just a little bit. So today, what I decided to do with my Medianoche, which I cooked this morning, this time in my Instant Pot, because these guys take a long time to cook, and I decided I'm going to cook it the way I often do, which is in the Instant Pot. As you can see, I put a little cilantro in there, so sorry, it looks a little weird. As you can see, they do come out the different colors, but that inky broth really stains them mostly black. Now, what we're going to do today is kind of my fast summer meals is a skillet. So you don't want to heat up the kitchen too much. I often cook in the Instant Pot during the summer because it's a great way to not heat up the kitchen. With these, they are a very large bean. So if you're not using an Instant Pot, if you're going to maybe use a slow cooker instead, well, I would highly recommend that you soak them in that case, because I do think that they need to really have that time for hydration. And you might also want to just soak them and discard the liquid and put new fresh liquid in these. I don't know how closely related they are to kidney beans. I know kidney beans have a very high amount of lectin, and you need to boil the water first for those to make sure that they don't upset your stomach. So there's a potential for that, just because they are kind of that sort of same texture, and I would just be cautious. But they're going to cook up so beautiful. Oh my gosh, they're so amazing. Oh my gosh, I can't. Yum. Okay. So when I cook these, I did quarter of an onion, half, garlic bulb cut in half, salt, obviously, and a little cilantro, and I put a little cumin in the water. I just really like the way Ayocote tastes with a little bit of cumin. And I decided what I'm going to do tonight is kind of a Mexican skillet scramble. This is a really easy to make any night of the week where you don't know what you're going to do and you've got some beans, and you can do it with whatever you have in the fridge. What I had in the fridge happened to be these. So I already kind of cooked off my onion peppers and set them aside. I did these separately, and I also did my zucchini so we wouldn't have to sauteing for 100 years. And then I'm going to do my corn. So first, though, now that I've got kind of done, I'm going to go ahead and set myself up with a little bit of flavor underneath. Now I have soaked some peppers and I put some onion and garlic under the broiler to get them just kind of little flamed and a little bit fire roasted there feeling. And I'm going to just put those in the trusty white mix. Okay, now that those are done, I put a little bit of the soaking liquid in there. And now I'm going to put just a little bit here into the pan. I'm not going to put all this in because I think it's going to be probably a little too much spice. But I chose paseo pepper, which is the least spicy. There's pretty much no spice in paseo. And I chose to have, I'll show you what I'm doing here. And I also chose some ancho and some guajillo to kind of balance out the flavor. But I didn't put anything really hot. I didn't put any cascabels or yucalicas in there. Now, to bring out the flavor, you need to heat them. Now, of course, I am breathing in the smoke because I am cooking in my office, not my kitchen. And I do not have a hood fan in here. So, woo, it's getting a little spicy. Okay. Now I'm going to start layering in some flavor. One of the things I'm going to do is get a little extra oil on here because I want to make sure I get some oil to bloom this. I'm going to throw a little bit of fennel seed. I'm going to do about a half a teaspoon maybe. And the reason, I know we don't think of fennel in Mexican cooking, but the reason I'm doing fennel seed is the traditional way to cook ayocotes is with is avocado leaves. You use avocado leaves to cook them in. And hi, Marley. And one of the reasons that you use those avocado leaves, it's kind of one of those that goes together. It's very traditional. And we don't have anything like that. It's very hard to find avocado leaves in the United States, almost impossible as a matter of fact. And they impart a slightly anisey taste to them, like an herbal, vegetal, and anisey taste. So to mimic that a little bit, we do bay leaf for cooking. I did a little cilantro for cooking, and then I'm going to put a little fennel in this. So it's going to give a little bit of the flavor that we would have had if we had been able to cook them with avocado leaves as they are traditionally done. And I'm going to do about 2 teaspoons of cumin, going for kind of a nice Tex-Mexy. Oh gosh, it looks like it's time for me to order more cumin. I go through a lot of cumin, I'm not going to lie. Okay, there we go. There we go. So kind of building those flavors just a little bit already. And then I'm going to go getting in some of my vegetables. Let's go ahead and put our corn in now. There we go. With each layer, I give just a tiny bit of salt. Not too much, so that way I'm not over salting the overall dish, but each layer gets just a little bit of its own salt as it cooks. Now, as I'm cooking this, as these guys are cooking, get a little more olive oil, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about all the things in the box. So we talked about the Medianoche, and I know we talked a little bit last week about what makes it so special, but I'll tell you again, of course. So these are grown by the most amazing farmer. They're in the Puebla region. These beans, the Ayocote variety, they estimate between 4,000 and 6,000 years old, and it was created in that same region that is now known as the Puebla region. It was not obviously then, and grown in this wonderful volcanic soil at a pretty high elevation. And it's just the most beautiful bean. It has survived all of these cultures and trends and you name it. It has survived all this for thousands and thousands of years. And our farmer, Joel Rivero, Joel grows these with his stepfather on their little plot of land there in a very, very tiny town outside of Puebla, which is one of the places where these beans have been grown forever. And they came up with this, they planted this seed one year during a drought year, kind of like, well, let's see what happens. And it just has been magic ever since. Sometimes some things are supposed to happen, right? So Now I'm going to put in some of my other veggies here. Back in my zucchini. I've got a little zucchini here. So by doing corn, zucchini, and beans, I've got, of course, the three sisters. And with chiles, that is the, oh my gosh, I almost said Medianoche. The milpa system. So in Mexico, well, in the United States, we call growing corn, squash, and beans together three sisters. But in Mexico, they call it milpa. And milpa is an ancient way of growing. And it's kind of the OG regenerative. Each of these things gives something to the other. And Joel used to grow milpa, but they couldn't find a market for the corn. So they stopped growing the corn. So we really want to encourage these farmers to continue growing these things by creating markets for them. Ooh, this is looking really nice now. This is beautiful. Now, look at that. Yum, yum, yum. I need to taste a little bit and see where we need to go on spices and flavorings. Needs more salt. And you know what? I'm going to add a little of this lovely pink garlic powder from Diaspora. They're amazing. We love Diaspora. We've noticed you guys have too because we sold out, but we got more. So good news. I'm letting you know that the pink garlic powder and the taco seasoning are back. Actually, I should have brought the taco seasoning. That would have been good in this. I hadn't thought about that. But taco masala is quite delicious. I've been using it in a lot of things. And they are back in the store. Here we go. Oh, yeah. And it needs definitely some more salt. I'm going to throw a little more salt in here. And then I'm going to throw my tomatoes in. We're going to let those cook while I show you guys the exciting things coming up. So I have a little bit of excitement coming up. Oh, yum. Okay, that is going to be plenty to feed everybody. And look how fast that was. That was just minutes, and it's no big deal. So it's pretty much almost done right now. I'm just going to be adding the beans into it and letting it cook a little bit and melt, let the flavors melt. So I'm going to take my beans now and gently put them here. Yum, yum, yum. Oh, look at how beautiful those guys are. Yeah, that is going to be a delicious dinner. I love cooking the Three Sisters or milpa because no matter what you do with it, how you flavor it, whether it's a stew, a salad, a scramble like this, it always comes out amazing. It's one of those, it grows together, goes together, right? You can never go wrong with that. It's really fantastic. And this is going to make a really easy, fast dinner for my summer table like I do. And you can do this kind of with anything, any bean that you want, any vegetables, whatever you've got in the fridge. Throw in some spices, throw in some alums, some garlic and onion, and you've got a meal. Add some cheese or not. It's all, see, there we go. Now we've got a beautiful meal. I'm going to lower this temperature so that it just kind of lets the flavors melt for a few minutes. I'm going to put the lid on it real quickly here. And then I'm going to tell you guys my secret surprise. Okay, you guys ready? This is exciting. So I got something in the mail today that is just for you guys. What I got. I'm going to switch to my overhead camera, I think. Here we go. All right, here we go. Oh, wait. Oh, this is like rubbing your head pain for me. You guys ready? This just came in the mail today. Look at this. Nope. Here, turn it upside down. There you go. Now you can read it. We got in the new batch from Mexico. Finally. We've been waiting for months and months. We finally got it in. The Vaquita Negro is there. Look at how pretty those packages are, these here. And the bale. From Anna Mary. Anna Mary is the most amazing farmer. She has a certified organic farm there in Morelos region of Mexico, and it is amazing. She's just an incredible farmer, does incredible stuff. No fertilizer, no synthetic fertilizers, no dangerous chemicals. She's just growing things really beautifully, caring for the land and the seed health. And here is the one everybody's been asking for forever. The Peruano is finally here, and also the Bayo. Those are the two that people keep asking for constantly. They're finally here. Yay! But the big surprise, this is something that Primary Beans has not had for a while. It actually isn't in the store yet because I just haven't had time, but it will be there by Thursday. Chickpeas from Jeff Bangs, the Bangs Farm chickpeas. These are legendary. I mean, they are literally the best chickpeas you'll ever have in your entire life. They're so good. When I asked Leslie how many I should order, she's like, as many as you possibly can, because they are the best chickpeas. And she said, Primary Beans practically founded on these chickpeas. Everyone loves them. They're amazing. I'm so excited to have them back. So this is going to be a very, very exciting time. So this will be in the store by Thursday, maybe even tonight, as soon as I can get it in. Everything else is already there. You can go and buy them right now. So we are so excited to finally have these in stock. And the other big announcement, I was going to let you guys have a little sneak peek at what's coming next month in the Heirloom Bean and Grain Club. So if you are in the club and you're getting a July box, you'll be getting Jacob's Cattle. Jacob's Cattle. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Jacob's Cattle. This is always a favorite, and we haven't had it in the store for a really long time. So it's just for the club right now. Yay, yay, yay. And we've also, a fan favorite for summer is the heirloom popcorn from Brian Severinsen Farms. Every once in a while, we put the popcorn in the club because people really, really love it and they ask for it. So we have put it back in the club this July. So if you're getting the July box, that's what you're going to be getting. Let's take a look at how we're going here. Oh my gosh, that looks fantastic. Look at that. Everything is just beautiful. Now, how I'm going to taste it real quick and see if anything needs to be adjusted. Yum. Oh, those Ayocotes are so good. And the fennel is giving it just that nice little bit of anise. Now, I think I use just a tiny bit of acid. So I'm going to just do a tiny bit of lime on here. And I might serve it with limes aside. And I'm going to serve this with tortillas so that everybody can kind of scoop it into tortillas, do whatever they want with it. But a little acid always helps brighten things up. And when I serve it, oops, let me give myself a bowl. Oh, shoot, I'm going to get on my space. Hang on. I'll put it back in my tomato bowl. There we go. And here we go. A little bowl. So when I serve this, I'm going to serve it with a little bit of sour cream. If people want to do a dollop of sour cream with it to tamp down some of the spice from the peppers, and a tiny bit of queso fresco on top there. And I made these guys this morning. I made some pickled onion because, you know, there is nothing that is bad about pickled onion. That is just, to me, it's often that little bit that just kind of makes the dish, you know, really just makes it. So here it is. Here we go. Oh yeah, there you go. That is the stuff there. So I hope that you have enjoyed this. Does anybody, if anybody has any questions, pop them in because I will see your comments. And here oh my God. Yum. Okay. I'm going to have to get this on the table. Everybody's going to love this tonight. I hope that you make something lovely like this for your table tonight, or tomorrow. with the beautiful Ayocote Medianoches. They are amazing. They're absolutely one of my favorite beans ever. So I hope you enjoy them as much as I do. Thank you for joining me, and we will see you next month for another episode of Spill the Beans. Thank you for joining me. All right, bye-bye.